Tim Burkhala here for a brand new episode of Fandom Fights Singles League. I am one half of the Arkham Knights, and along here I have Sister Maggie, my beautiful wife. We are hosting this lovely match tonight. I don't know where Caleb Coho is. I don't know where Cody Newberry is. I don't know where Kane McMillan is. I don't know where anyone is. I think they might all be in Chicago somewhere, dead. Who knows? It's hard to tell. But we've got a great match here for you today. We've got James White versus Thomas Scully in a 1-0 matchup. It's going to be pretty interesting. So why don't we head over to those competitors and see what they have to say in promos?
Well, here I am 1-0, surprisingly 1-0, if I have to be honest with you. You know, fandom's not my strength. I know a little bit here, I know a little bit there, but my general knowledge is my strength. So these specialized categories are not where I shine. So I'm hoping to get a good category in second round, hopefully run the table with something that I know and see where we get. But this is all just for fun for me. We'll see what happens. I'm not expecting to win this one, though.
All right, so we're back. The Warhawk is back. You didn't know who I was last time. I took down Caleb Boatman, so I'm 1-0. Hopefully you guys know who I am by now. You know that I'm a pretty good player. You know that I'm hungry. You know that I want this W so bad. So I'm going to come in, going to answer some questions, and at the end of the day, there's going to be one person left standing, and hopefully it's the Warhawk. Let's do this.
All right, so some pretty mellow words going on with James, but Thomas wants the W. James doesn't, he's just here to have fun, taking the Tim Burkhala approach of not really, just kind of like flying by the seat of your pants in singles. But it should be a good game. They both seem excited. Are you excited, Maggie?
Very excited.
She's so excited.
So excited.
You could just see it on her face. All right, guys. Well, you've played the game before, so you know how it works. But for the people at home who haven't played before, this is how round one works. There are going to be 10 questions from the world of fandom. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no stealing of any sort, so just write the answer on your board, show the answer to the camera, and say the answer aloud. You get the right answer, you get the point, obviously. So very simple. You get 3 repeats throughout the match, and you get 1 challenge. Are there any questions?
Nope, let's do it.
Rock and roll.
So, guys, your first question is going to be in the realm of Star Trek. What is James Kirk's middle name as stated in Star Trek 09? One of my favorite Star Trek movies, Maggie.
Haven't we yet?
Star Trek 09? You've seen Star Trek 09.
Why don't we just... Oh, okay.
Star Trek 2000,
yes,
J.J. Abrams.
Now. I literally
you understand the movie. Yes.
Okay. I
right.
it's that
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. James, why don't we start with you?
Unless it's different than every other one, Tiberius.
Tiberius is correct. And Thomas?
Tiberius.
Perfect. So 1-1 so far. Moving on to question 2.
In the category of Pixar, in The Incredibles, why was Dash called into the principal's office?
This is one of the best Pixar movies, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, it's in the top 5 for me, at least. And
I think so.
I liked it. Well, did you like the second one?
Yeah, but it wasn't as good as the first one.
Yeah. It was a good movie, nonetheless. It's the best Fantastic Four movie ever made, for sure.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, Tim.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's start with Thomas.
He put a thumbtack on the teacher's chair.
That is correct. And James?
Putting a tack on the teacher's chair.
Perfect. All right. The next question is in the category of the MCU. In Captain America, the Winter Soldier, what is the first line Cap says to Falcon? This was the best MCU movie for me for a long time. It's still up there.
Really?
What? You don't agree?
No, I do. I do. It's just that Avengers was always above it.
Nah.
Okay.
Love Winter Soldier. Love Winter Soldier. We're going to need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with James.
On the left.
Ooh, that is like really, really close, but that's not the correct answer. So, Thomas?
On your left.
It is on your left. That is.
I almost put that.
All right, so Thomas coming ahead with a small lead there. That was Thomas. It was. All right, guys. Your next question is in the category of Star Wars.
What planet do Padme and Anakin plan to raise their children on in Revenge of the Sith?
On a side note, Maggie confusing the competitors on what their names are.
I don't believe you. But okay, so...
The score is Thomas with 3, James with 2.
Oh, Thomas has the flag.
Yes. Anyway, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Thomas.
I believe she says Naboo.
That is correct. And James?
Naboo.
All right. Both competitors going tit for tat here. All right. Your next category is Marvel, the non-MCU Marvel. In Spider-Man 2, Peter learns that Mary Jane is planning on marrying whom? And I am looking for the full name, first and last name. Spider-Man 2 is one of the best Marvel movies, Maggie. Do you agree or disagree?
Sure.
It's dated, I know.
It is dated.
But it's perfect.
The whole series is dated.
Nonetheless. But it's better than, like, The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I guess. I really like Andrew Garfield.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right. So James using his first repeat. In the category of Marvel, in Spider-Man 2, Peter learns that Mary Jane is planning on marrying whom? We're looking for the first and the last name of this character. Really? The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Okay.
No,
All
because
right,
of
okay,
the
all
existence of Jamie Foxx in that movie, but...
All right, looking for an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are going to start with James.
Is it Jonah Jameson?
It is not Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
Want to go over to Thomas?
John Jameson.
It is John Jameson, J. Jonah Jameson's son.
I knew that part.
All right, guys. Your next question is going to be in the worlds of DC, formerly known as the DCEU.
What villain name... Sorry, I'm going to start over. What villain name does Orm go by in Aquaman?
Maggie, I feel like there are two types of people in the world. There are people who prefer Aquaman and people who prefer all the other bad DC movies.
I feel like that can't be true. I feel like most people are in the same boat where Aquaman's kind of okay, and then everything else is like... It's really hard
What about Wonder Woman? Wonder Woman's good. And Shazam.
You know, it's just a crazy world, and we just don't talk about it. That's the solution, I think.
But I liked Aquaman.
Well, we can talk about the ones we like. We just don't talk about
all right, we're looking for an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Thomas.
Ocean Master.
Ocean Master is correct. Jamie.
No, I didn't have it.
All right. All right, guys. The next question is in the category of Wizarding World. What phrase does one say to activate the Marauders map? The Marauders map is a very nifty little creation from J.K. Rowling. I wish that she was still being nifty with her creations.
The Niffler is wonderful.
The Niffler is wonderful, but that's about the only thing in those movies that that is wonderful. But anyway, we're going to count down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's start with James.
I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good.
That would be correct. And Thomas?
I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good.
And that is also correct. All right, guys, we are down now to your penultimate question, which is in the category of movie quotes.
In what DC film would you hear the following quote? I know that humans aren't as strong as other species. We're young, we have a lot to learn, but we're worth saving.
You know, Maggie, it's funny because I said that was the penultimate question, but I would be incorrect
Yeah,
because
I was
it's not.
Going to say something, but I decided not to humiliate you in that way.
It's not the penultimate. I will thank you for that. I'm glad that's why we're a good team. You know, I say stupid things. You don't embarrass me. It's wonderful. It works out for the people here. But
if Robert was here, I would have told him he was wrong.
That's fair. It's fun to point out when the Hobbit is wrong. That is for sure. All right, guys, we're gonna need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And why don't we start with Thomas?
It's a Man of Steel.
That would be incorrect. James?
I had X-Men Days of Future Past.
That is not a DC film. Oh, no, it's movie quotes. I'm sorry. It is, yeah, but it's actually Green Lantern is the answer. Yeah. All right. Your penultimate question. See, I can figure it out sometimes. Your penultimate question now is in the category of Disney live action. How many live action Disney films has Johnny Depp appeared in? And we are going to give you guys 30 seconds for this one because it is a bit of a tougher question. So, how many live action films, Disney live action films, has Johnny Depp appeared in? Johnny Depp is just all over the place. Yeah, he is a person that exists. He was in The Crimes of J.K. Rowling.
That is a more accurate title.
That is not a Disney live action film, so that is not a spoiler to this question. But yeah, Coho pulling up the tough questions. Maybe he just like died from too many question writing, and that's why he's not here.
Probably.
And he reeled me in to do this.
Yep.
Not actually. I volunteered as tribute.
It's 3 fans.
I was so close. That's not part of Fandom.
No. Really?
Hunger Games? No.
People would rather have Jurassic Park than Hunger Games?
Jurassic Park is getting added, and we are going to be looking for an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Why don't we start with James?
I have 8.
That is very close, but it's not 8. Thomas?
7.
Ooh, you went further away. The answer is actually 9. The 9 films are the 5 Pirates of the Caribbean films, The Lone Ranger, the 2 Alice in Wonderland films, and Into the Woods.
Oh,
the Lone Ranger is the one I forgot.
Into the Woods.
Damn it.
Into the Woods and The Lone Ranger, both highly
Very
forgettable
forgettable,
films.
yes.
So do not feel bad about that. Okay, guys, and your final question is in the category of DreamWorks animation.
In Madagascar, what is the name of the king of the lemurs?
You know, call me crazy, but I like these movies.
I still haven't seen the circus one, but I've seen the other ones.
The third one, that is probably
Are there 3 or are there 4?
There's 3 plus the penguins film.
Okay, so I've seen penguins. So I've seen all of them then, except for the circus one.
I enjoy the third one the most.
So I've heard from you.
It's a good film. All right, looking for an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Thomas. What do you got?
King Julian.
King Julian is correct. And James?
King Julian.
King Julian, correct. All right. So an impressive round 1. We are ending with Thomas in the lead with 8 to James's 5. Very good first round for both competitors right away. James kind of started to slip a little bit, but stayed consistent.
Hard questions.
It was honestly, like hard questions, but a very, very good job in round 1 nonetheless. So as we go into round 2 works like this. There is a wheel. There are categories on the wheel, and the competitors will spin the wheel thanks to wheeldecide.com. And whatever category they spin, they can choose to either keep it or spin again. They get 1 spin again, and then they get 5 questions from whatever category they spin. 2 points per question. Unless you go to multiple choice, goes down to 1 point. There is an option to steal here, so answer carefully. And Thomas, since you are in the lead, you get to choose whether you would like to spin first or spin second. So
I will defer to James. He can spin first.
All right. So James, you will be spinning first. So bear with me as I do this for the first time ever.
Oh boy.
And can we get the category listing?
Yes, the category list is as follows: Disney Animation, Pixar, Wizarding World, Star Wars, Spinners and Opponent's Choice, DC, MCU, DreamWorks, and Disney Live Action.
Oh, Disney.
The wheel has been primed, and we will now spin away. And James's spin lands on Spinner's Choice.
Wow.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's not been kind to me. Jesus.
Let me go with Pixar.
Pixar for James. Okay. I will be reading you your questions in Pixar. Your first question in the realm of Pixar is, what is the name of the caterpillar in A Bug's Life?
Heimlich.
That is correct for 2 points.
I lost my marker.
Your second question. Who voices Francesco Bernoulli in Cars 2?
Oh. Crap. Hang on. That's like the most forgettable of all the damn Cars movies.
That's true.
Well, Pixar franchise.
We're going to need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Who voices Francesco Bernoulli in Cars 2? James also using his second repeat. He can go to multiple choice, Maggie, if he wishes.
No, it's John Turturro.
It is John Turturro for 2 points. So using the repeat
Jesus.
to his advantage. All right. Your next question in the category of Pixar. What song does Hector sing to his friend before his final death in Coco? Coco is
My favorite
fantastic
Pixar movie.
favorite.
Yes.
It's
Remember Me.
Ooh, Remember Me is incorrect. Thomas, a chance for a 2-point steal.
I'll tell you, I've only seen Coco once and didn't remember a whole lot from it. So I don't know. Living La Vida Loca. I don't know.
No, the answer is Everyone Knows Juanita.
That's right. It was strategic. I didn't think he'd be able to pull it.
That is
There you
that
go.
was good.
That was good.
All right. So the next question. What is the name of Charles Munce's lead dog in Up?
Alpha.
Alpha is correct for 2 points. Maggie, this man knows his Pixar. Unless it's about a song.
That's okay.
Hey, I know the songs. I just didn't know that song.
All right. Your final question in the realm of Pixar. Who saves the toys from being incinerated in Toy Story 3?
Oh.
Toy Story 3 is a very good movie, isn't it, Maggie? Oh, we have someone here who doesn't like it. Interesting.
I've only seen it once.
Multiple choice.
The multiple choice options are A, Andy, B, the aliens, C, Bonnie, or D, Rex.
The aliens.
The Claw. That is correct. It's a beautiful scene. I wept bitterly as a child in the theater. But anyway, that was a really good round for James. He scored 7 points, didn't let any steals happen. So overall, a really good round for him. That puts his total up to, Maggie, give me some math here.
12.
12 points to Thomas's 8. So we are going to move on. It is now time for Thomas's turn at the wheel. Once again, bear with me as screen sharing is a horrid process that I don't wish upon anybody. Okay, Thomas, your spin is in. And it lands on Disney animation. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Spin again.
No hesitation there from Thomas. As he spins again, it is going to land on Star Wars. All right.
All right. Let's do this.
Finish do this.
All right. So Maggie will be reading your questions in the realm of Star Wars as soon as we get there.
All right. So your first question. How many years after joining the Imperial Navy did Han desert and join Beckett in Solo?
Ooh, multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4.
How basic.
I know.
Interesting options there, Maggie.
Thank you.
I believe it's 2.
That is incorrect. James, a chance for a steal.
I thought it was 4.
That is also incorrect.
Oh, it's 3.
For the one in between 3.
Damn it. I wrote down 4 as soon as you said it, so I thought I had it.
Yeah, I started that down like, man, this guy's got it.
Your next question. In A New Hope, what device did R2-D2 have on him which prevented him from delivering Leia's message?
It was a restraining bolt.
That is incorrect, actually. So, James, chance for a 2-point steal.
A restriction bolt.
No, according to our sources here, it is actually a bypass lock.
Oh.
Bypass.
Oh.
We have. So,
Okay.
the third question
Is what rank does Poe Dameron have in The Force Awakens?
Commander.
That is incorrect. James, chance for a 2-point steal.
Captain.
Captain
correct.
is correct. So James with a very big steal there from Thomas.
All right. The fourth question. Ooh, I don't know how to say that. How about
what was Wedge Antilles' call sign in A New Hope?
Red 2.
That is
Red
correct.
2 is correct.
Red 2.
All right. And your last question in round 2. How many films does George Lucas have a screenplay credit on?
Four.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal, James.
5.
5 is correct. So after that, that puts Thomas up to a total of 10.
Thomas, I thought it was 4 too, buddy.
Yeah, Jesus.
And it puts James up to a total of 16 going into round 3. For the record, I believe the films are the 3 originals, or the 3 prequels, and then A New Hope and Jedi.
I didn't think he was on Jedi.
He has a screenplay credit on Jedi. The only one he doesn't have is Empire.
And that's why it's the best.
That you are
Not
not
wrong.
wrong there. All right, guys. So we are now moving into round 3. This is called by me as the round from hell, or the betting round, as most people call it. So the way this works is you will be getting questions from random fandom categories. You are allowed to bet 0 to 2 points. I will give you the category. You can bet your points, and then I will give you the question. If you get the question wrong, you lose the amount of points you bet. If you get it right, you get those points. So bet carefully, bet smart, and we will go until someone is eliminated.
5 questions, right?
There are, let me double check. I believe so, but I always.
Until someone was eliminated.
Well, we go until either the end of the questions if we have to get to sudden death, or
Gotcha.
so there are 1, 2, 3. There are 5 questions and then a sudden death question if we need to get there. Okay, so guys, your first category that you can bet points on is Disney animation. So write down how much you would like to bet, and then we will take a look at that as soon as you have it. All right, so Thomas, why don't we do yours first?
1. Go 1.
1 point from Thomas. And James?
1.
1 from James. All right. Guys, your first question in the category of Disney animation. What kind of mythological creature is Phil in Hercules? Hercules is a fantastic film, Maggie.
It is. It's quite good.
Lots of musical numbers that I like to sing in the shower.
I was
in
gonna
that
say
movie.
they get me in the feels.
Yeah, they're good. Well, that's not what I said, but that's close enough.
Close enough.
Close enough. But yeah, apparently it's good enough to be in the top 10 Disney films of all time, according to Kane McMillan. But who knows? Maybe coming soon to a multiplex near you.
Right.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Thomas on this one.
Satyr.
Satyr is correct. So that puts Thomas up to 11 points. James, what you got?
No, I had Centaur.
All right. So James loses a point on that one. Thomas gains it. So we are now at 11 to 15. James still holding that 4-point lead. All right, guys. Your next question, in which you can bet points on, is Star Trek. The stars that trek things.
I'm going 1.
Thomas is betting 1.
0.
0 from James, which is exactly what I would have done. So, all right, guys, your question in Star Trek.
In what film does Geordi LaForge regain his sight? I can try to say it again if you can understand it.
Geordi.
Sure.
Geordi LaForge regain his sight. In which film?
Yeah.
Is what we're looking for.
My bad.
That's okay. You've only seen the J.J. Abrams ones, correct?
Yeah.
So this does not surprise me. I didn't know it either, and I've seen them all. All right. So at this point, James is just playing for stats purposes. Thomas really needs this point to stay in the game.
Are you doing that?
I mean, I am in my brain.
Good.
Yeah, I got you.
Good.
All right, we are going to be looking for an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with James. For stats purposes, what you got?
Insurrection?
I think.
Insurrection is correct. And Thomas, what you got?
Insurrection.
Look at that. So that puts the score at 12 to 15. Thomas is closing that gap on James. All right, guys. The next question in which you can bet points on is going to be in the category of Rocky and Creed.
Why is Rocky a fandom category, but Hunger Games is not a fandom category?
Well, people
Who
like
defines fandom?
people
in this
like
league?
the sports, Maggie. The sports.
This is all over the place. This is a disaster.
All right. As soon as you've got your points, we'll start with James. What are you betting? Oh,
0. Yeah.
0 from James. Thomas, what was yours?
1. I bet 1.
1.
All right, 1. All right, guys. In the category of Rocky, what is the name of Adonis and Bianca's daughter in Creed 2? Creed 2, Maggie, a film I thoroughly enjoyed. We did see it together, and then I watched it on Blu-ray without you.
You did. It was quite rude.
Oh, well, you didn't even you didn't even see any of the Rocky movies before this year.
Because they're not that great.
Harsh. I enjoy them very much so. We're gonna need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. James, let's start with you. What do you got?
I'm pretty sure it begins with an A, but I can't remember. Athena?
It does start with an A, but it is not Athena, but you're just playing for stats purposes. So, Thomas, what do you got?
Oh, that's wrong.
Is it Alexis or something like that?
The answer is Amara.
Oh,
We're looking for Amara, so that brings Thomas back down to 11. So, this is getting pretty close here, Maggie, but we've still got more game. It is still a game. The next question you guys can bet points in is going to be Pixar. So Pixar is your next category.
2.
All right, Thomas betting 2 points. James is thinking about what he wants to bet, whether he wants to make this a close game or if he
I'm going to bet 1. I'm going to bet 1.
He's going to bet 1. All right. Guys, your question in the category of Pixar.
Who voices Bob's insurance company boss, Gilbert Hoof, in The Incredibles?
Huff. Great film. We already said it. Another Incredibles question. It's a great movie. Love this movie. It's fantastic. I love this scene in particular with the guy. And he throws him through the wall. Spoilers. Oh my God, the movie's you're 14 years old. 14? How old is this movie? I don't do 16 years old, maybe. I don't know. It was 2004. Can we do math? No. You and me together.
No, we can't.
Is it 15 years? I think it's 15. It is 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Thomas.
Rick Moranis.
That is going to be incorrect. It is not Rick Moranis. James?
That seems like it was a slight on me because of my past with Rick Moranis, but it was Wallace Shawn.
It is Wallace Shawn. So with
now you have to do
that is it. And your winner with a final score of 16-9, James the Gator White. Maggie, the close match. It went down to the second to last question. Really close match. Both competitors just, given that they're all here. It was just really close, and I think it came down to the questions in round 2 for Thomas just weren't it just didn't go his way, and James spun Spinner's Choice. And so I think if Thomas had spun first and gotten Spinner's Choice, this could be a completely different game. We just don't know.
They're always luck.
It's always luck about this game. It's knowledge and luck. So that being said, let's go over to our post-match interviews with the contestants right now. Okay. So we will start with James. Yeah. All right. 3. All right, James, you just won this match against Thomas. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling great, but geez, I said at the beginning I would need to get a good category in round 2 to be able to pull this off. And getting Spinner's Choice, I was able to pick one of my strengths in Pixar. And after that first round, I mean, he was just destroying the questions in round 1. I thought it was going to be a really quick day for me. And just round 2, there were some tough questions in that Star Wars category that just I was able to get a couple steals just by a number here or there. So that really was swung it. If he would have gotten a better category or some better questions in round 2, we would be having a completely different conversation right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anybody that you're looking forward to facing in this league? I know we've got the summer series coming up. We've got a bunch of stuff coming up. Is there anybody that you're looking forward to taking on soon?
Oh, man. Looking forward? No. I'm not looking forward to taking on anybody. Like I said, this is not my strength. I kind of got roped into this one. Caleb Boatman just like, here, you're going to be in Fandom now. I was like, okay. So I'm trying to fill in some gaps that I might have, but I'm just happy to play trivia any night of the week. Thomas is a great competitor, so this was a lot of fun. So whoever comes my way, I'll be open to a challenge.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, and we will see you in that next match. All right, Thomas, our unfortunate loser today. Tell me, how are you feeling about the match overall? How do you feel about round 2 specifically? Just how do you feel?
It does sting, but some days it's your day, some days it's not. This is the second match in a row where I've been unfortunate in the round 2 categories. I spun first against Caleb Boatman, got opponent's choice. Spun second today. My opponent got spinner's choice. So bad luck with the wheel and all. And that's just how the game works. You get a category. I chose Star Wars. I thought that was a strength, but those questions were super deep cut. I got to study up some more on that, but just wasn't my day. I'll come back even stronger. I'll come back in singles. I'll come back in teams with Boatman. So yeah, it's not over for me.
Absolutely. And, like I said to James, is there anybody that you are looking forward to playing, whether it is in teams with Boatman or in singles? Is there anybody that you want to just go up against that would be fun for you?
Singles, I'm open to play anybody. I know we have the whole tournament or whatever coming up. I'm excited to dip my toe in there, see what I can do. As far as teams, Bowman and I were 1-0, and we do have somebody out on there on the horizon who we're looking at. Komodo Dragons. We're looking at you, Sue Breath and Albert. You guys better prepare because Bowman and I, we did pretty well in our first match, and I think we're a force to be reckoned with. So I'm coming in teams. I'll come back in singles, and I'll be ready. A loss like this, it adds fuel to the fire. It adds fuel to the fire of every great competitor who's ever played trivia. So yeah, I'll be ready.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you then for sure. All right, Maggie. Well, this was a great match. Both competitors doing a really great job. I feel like this score of 16-9 just doesn't do the justice of how these competitors played today because they both were really, really strong. But do you have anything to say about the match overall?
No, yeah. The round 2 is just a disaster sometimes. And it really is, like Tim likes to say, it's knowledge, and it is knowledge. But really, so much of it is luck with what you spin and who's writing the questions and what they are. So there's only so much you can do. But I thought that it was really good, really fun, and you guys both did really well.
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll about do it for us here at Fandom Fights Singles. James, is there anything you want to plug?
No, you can just find me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and all that good stuff at Gator24, G4TOR24. You'll find me doing reviews and movies and login and all that good stuff. And I've recently started writing reviews for the Lords of Film blog that my buddy Brandon Hanna runs. So you can catch my review of The Favorite on there. And I need to go to the movies this week so I can write something else.
Sounds good. And Thomas?
As a poor college student with almost nothing to plug, all I have here is my Twitter. You can find me on there giving opinions on movies, sports in general, whenever. So yeah, that's really it for me.
Sounds good. Maggie, where can the good people find you?
Also on Twitter, May24Maggie, but it's MAE24MAGGIE. Also Letterboxd, same thing. And with him on his YouTube, I do the things there.
Yes, you can find me on Letterboxd, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all of the social medias at Tim Loves Movies on our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. It's kind of our YouTube channel now at this point. We do movie reviews, movie podcast shows. We just did an episode about the top 10 worst Marvel movies. So that was a blast and a half. And oh my God, we've got reviews for Avengers Endgame and everything pretty much out now at this point by the time you're seeing this. So, oh my God, the movie was amazing. So you can find us there at Tim Loves Movies. And for James, for Thomas, for Maggie, for Tim, this has been Fandom Fights. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.